Okay, I saw this book. Sorry, I'm not feeling too good this weekend, but I wanted to do this video. I found this video from Pink Lessons about this woman that's all over the internet because she got hit in the face with a brick. Now, yeah, I know I've said some people deserve to get hit with a brick. That's not, it's like when your husband comes home and he says, "What's up?" and you say you're going to kill your kid. But your kid's nowhere around, you're not really going to do it. It's a figure of speech. Plus, I was mad, so mad at the time. But no, hitting with an actual brick, you can kill someone. No. But I saw something about this yesterday where she had up a GoFundMe. Again, not feeling very well, didn't look much into it. Then I saw this today. I haven't watched the video, but Pink Lessons has it titled Somali Misandrist Scammed Black Women by Lying on Black Men. Brickgate Hoax. Let's check it out.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a. Yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock, and it hit me in my face, and I would have given him my number.
Her friend this time is raising money on behalf of.
So she done made 40,000 on the first one, and now they're creating another one with the same scenario but a different person, allegedly. But they're saying that they're all friends with Yellow Brick Rhoda. So y'all have been fooled. Here's a fourth GoFundMe that they just put up, and y'all believe that this is real. Y'all really believe this is real. Y'all are stupid. Stupid.
The first thing I thought was that it didn't make any sense. Number one, where I'm from, people don't pick up bricks hitting people. It's
Exactly. That's never happened to me. Now, I've never come on to guys, but I've never gotten hit with a brick. I've never seen anyone hit with a brick. You know, there's a video out there of what she did at first during this time. I don't know about the other time. But that night, the night this is what everyone's talking about, she walked up to a white guy. Don't know what he said to her. She smacked him in the face, strutted off, and then began twerking. A lot of people were saying that was a stunt, it was a prank. I don't know. There's also someone named Selena. You should check out her video she did on this and on the subject itself. It was a really good video, but this don't I don't know. People are outing her. Let's see. Let's continue.
especially her saying that a man wanted her number and she got the brick because she didn't want to give him her number. It just wasn't adding up. So, for sure, I knew right away there was more to this because I've never seen a man so thirsty that he will start throwing bricks. An American black man being that pressed over some leftover thought pocket. Just think about it, a brick. We don't throw rocks and stones and bricks. And I thought that others could quickly pick up on that too. So I continue to enjoy our great Labor Day weekend filled with some good college football. LSU, Florida State, and Orlando. Shout out to Florida State. Colorado came alive that weekend.
I didn't watch sports. I watched a VC Andrews Lifetime movie called Dawn. I've watched Jaws. Sports just isn't it for me. Back to the video.
Into shout out to Coach Prime, Shador, Travis Hunter, Dylan, who also shocked everybody in that opener. The whole team made the non-believers believe.
What's up, boss? You believe that? You hold on. Oh no. Do you believe that? Huh? Who said I didn't believe before? No. I read through that bull junk you wrote down. I read through that. I sifted through all that. What did I write? Yeah. What did I write? Oh no.
Very exciting. And then Colorado came back week 2 and defeated Nebraska to a sold-out stadium in their home opener. Georgia Bulldogs balling like it's no tomorrow. So yeah, the Somali Carly Russell was not about to get any attention from me on my holiday week. The woman.
Okay, Carly Russell is a woman who faked her own kidnapping. And it's all out there. It's not allegedly she did it. If this is a hoax, they really need to come up with stiffer penalties so people will stop doing this.
Woman in question came out with this fake stage video here, doing all this huffing and gasping.
Basically, I would have given her my number.
I don't know that it's a fake video, because that's a really good makeup job if it's fake.
Y'all just watch. Y'all see it?
Quick cue, we make the same amount of money. You just bought a home and I'm still renting. What's up?
You really want to know?
Mm-hmm.
Acting like somebody did her something when no one touched her at all. She literally already had her face like that, wore a mask, and then took it off right before filming this video. And later on, we'll get into the account from the nurse who claimed that she put that stuff in her own face and had it drained at a clinic. But she snatched the mask off and then ran over in front of some guys, acting like she literally already had her face like that, wore a mask, and then took it off right before filming this video.
I thought I was hearing things and I didn't really hear that. Okay, how come the guys in the video were saying, well, what do you want us to do? So did they see somebody hit her with a brick or not? One guy came forward talking. I'm not sure really what he said, other than he feels like he did nothing wrong. Maybe Pink Book will have this in here. And I'm going to try to link her channel in the description. Haven't been able to do that, but I've got a community wall now. And Pink Book Lessons, I love her. I think she's great.
And later on, we'll get into the account from the nurse who claimed that she put that stuff in her own face and had it drained at a clinic.
A nurse said she put that stuff in her own face and she had to get it drained at a clinic? So if that's true, this bitch could have gotten someone killed. And for what? For being a black man? For money? Again, they need to come up with stiffer penalties. People do this too much.
But she snatched the mask off and then ran over in front of some guys, acting like somebody did something to her. Immediately, the men who are supposed to be Somali men are just standing around like, what do you want me to do? That's because she ran from across the street, putting on this whole victim show. It was unbelievable, but
she ran from across the street like that and she was never hit? Oh my God. Now, there have been women who were assaulted by men for not giving them their number. It has happened. I remember walking with my husband when we were first together past the park. It was the outside of the park. We were on our way home. And we were walking with his friend. His friend said, "Watch me get this girl's number." I couldn't believe he was going to do that. He's married. He was married for years. And the girl, she looked to be about 17. He came on to her, and all I saw was her shaking her head no. Now, there were other kids there, big boys, whatever. Turns out the girl wasn't 17, she was 15. And he got pissed off at her not giving him her phone number. Even though the girl was 15, he was still pissed off. And as we were walking away, he started calling her names. "Well, bitch, you think your shit don't stink, this and that." And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? You're married. The girl wouldn't give you the number, her number or whatever. You got pissed off. She said, "I'm 15. He got pissed off even more. He didn't care about her age. This actually happens. And if this woman faked this shit, she's a big piece of shit. I don't care what anyone says. I don't want to hear, "Oh, you're just being racist" or whatever. No, I'm not. The story I just told you, my husband's friend was white. The girl was white. All the kids sitting there were white. So it doesn't just happen in the black community, it happens in the white community too. Now, my husband's friend, the only sort of violence was him yelling at her. But he wasn't anywhere near her when he did it. He was walking away from her when he did it. And I'm not saying it wasn't bad, it was still bad. But this, wow.
Unbelievably, all these people believed her.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
All she had to do was say a black man did it, and the other black men just stood there and wouldn't help her.
What? And they don't give a. Yeah, this man hit me. He grabbed a rock and it hit me in my face, and I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watched. Y'all see that?
I mean, she knew exactly what to say, how to say it, and how to act in order to get the black misandrous, feminists, and simps activated on social media.
And I never understood why this woman, after getting hit with a brick, didn't just try to get away. That would have been my instinct, get away. Now, my instinct may not have been to go to the hospital because if I'm upright, talking, whatever, I would have just stayed like that the whole night, but in my house where I'm safe. But after being hit by a guy, you went into a group of guys? See, that's why I never did a video on this shit, just because it was popular. I don't even know how this woman would be walking after getting hit with a brick. And in the video, she says something about a rock. But a brick? I remember when I was 5 years old, my mom and my aunt were sitting in a park, and me and my cousin were playing with bricks. The park was gonna do something, fix a path or whatever, and we were just picking them up and moving them from one side to the other, We weren't throwing it at each other, nothing. I dropped one on my foot. Now, there was no force behind it, just the force of the brick. I dropped it. My whole foot was swollen. My mother wanted to take me to the hospital. My aunt said, no. It's gonna go down. She didn't break nothing. She didn't break anything. She can move her toes and whatever. Just let her lay here on the bench with us. Let her relax. Let her this, let her that. After like an hour, I got up. My foot still hurt. My shoe went back on because the swelling had gone down enough. And out of the bag I brought with me, I brought a coloring book and crayons, and me and my cousin just sat there coloring. My point of that story is it wasn't that much force. It wasn't that far from my foot when I dropped it, and it did that kind of damage, and I couldn't walk. It hurt too much. How was this woman able to cross the street, go over into a group of guys, and start saying, did you see what he did? Did you see what he did? Did you see what he did? So this never made sense to me. And from what I've seen, Pink Book Lessons isn't a liar. Not at all. She gets the facts. They're pretty damn accurate. So, how come she's the only one I'm seeing putting up this as a hoax? Nobody else could find out this stuff? Or is it that nobody wants to?
They all fell for this whole storyline.
Y'all are stupid. Stupid.
She just started yelling and screaming and pointing at a black man, and that's all it took. And like a bunch of sheep, they fell right for it. Didn't matter if her condition didn't support what she was saying. Like, who would get a brick to the face that hard and not crack anything, still conscious and doing all that talking, speech not impacted at all, nothing. None of it mattered though. They just saw her face looking like Martin getting out of the ring with Tommy the Hitman. And side note, that was one of my favorite Martin episodes ever. But she came out looking like a beat up Martin, and they automatically believed her story like a bunch of idiots. Why they believed it? Well, the same reason why they believed Carly Russell's lying behind. Because we're supposed to believe all women, no matter if it doesn't make any sense. If she said it, then we're not supposed to question it, use any common sense or logic. Just get emotional like a bunch of 2-year-olds, and that's it.
Optimum Fiber Internet has next level speeds, now up to 8 gig. How fast is that? So fast you can...
You know, stuff like I saw a baby on 459 in a diaper on a pitch black interstate.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
Yeah, lies like that. They're acting like she was at the hospital for the brick.
I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. Why do people want to hurt me so bad?
It wasn't people. It was one guy. Supposedly.
And it was the feminist-led museum.
Oh, Idris Elba! I'm sorry, I like him.
Idris Media Puppets, who went out there to spread her lies, spread her narrative. Millions of people saw that on the Shade Room. She was talked about on the Breakfast Club, and she immediately got support. If that wasn't enough, you had all these videos coming out of her promoting that black women should go sleep with black women. Black women are protectors and not black men. Literally setting up black women to be without protection. While she also ran around saying the same black women are jealous of trans women. Talking about black women got their bodies from the trans, but Somali women had natural BBL type bodies without the surgery. More videos came out of her putting hands on men, jumping in men's faces, talking crazy, being ratchet. You had old friends coming out saying that she was always acting like this and used to go around spitting on people. But she was telling y'all that she was some nice, wholesome woman who never did anything to anybody.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody.
And the Oscar goes to...
And just as soon as she fooled all these idiots, she pulled out the GoFundMe. She got all these black female suckers and these black male simps to give her $35,000 in just one day. Everybody was throwing money at her left and right, and now she's been able to scam over $42,000 while she's laughing at all the fools who believed her. It didn't take long to come out that this wasn't her first time pulling off this same scam.
You grew up and they mad because you trying to beat somebody. They mad because you trying to beat somebody. I'm trying to be a doctor and they mad. Look what they did to me. Look what they did to me for no reason. They don't beat me up. I'm 30 years old. They gonna beat me up. Who else try to beat me up? Who else try to beat me up for no reason? Look at me. I'm not a bad person. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm a good person. And they try to do this to me.
Very similar, huh? Same spill, acting like some man did something to her and men at a club put hands on her out of jealousy because she wanted to be a doctor. The same feminist lie and Ms. Sandra's talking point that these idiots really believe. And even in that situation, she got thousands from GoFundMe. That was 3 years ago in 2020.
I don't see a guy caring about a woman's career choices unless they're together with the woman. If they're together, it's a stable relationship. You know, they've been together so long, they're talking about marriage. Then yeah, I can see him caring about her career choices. Just meeting at a club? No, I don't see that happening. I do see a guy saying, yeah, I could see you as a doctor, yeah, and whatever other come on shit to get in her pants. But this?
So when you put two and two together and really look at everything with common sense, you will really start to see that something just ain't right. Word to Keith Sweat.
If y'all was on our live last night, y'all would have saw the investigation we did, the surveillance we did, the phone calls we made, the people we talked to, only to discover this was all a hoax. After contacting the police, the internet contacted the police has no report of the incident. After
no report. Now, yeah, I could understand if she didn't do all this shit and it did happen, her not making a report. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying I can understand. Like I said in the beginning, I would want to just go home to where I'm safe and stay safe. I don't know if I want to call the cops and go through all that. I don't know. Because my address would be out there, people would find me. I don't know. But this woman's out there all over the place. So I don't know.
The venue owner, right there where it happened, checked all of his surveillance cameras. He alleges nothing like this ever happened, that she just came out of nowhere with all these accusations.
Nothing on surveillance cameras? None? There are cameras all over the place. The only video is hers. Wow.
The guys that were standing around in this video says they never saw the incident.
They never saw the incident. They were right across the street. She got hit with a brick. She might have screamed or yelled out or something. And she didn't.
They just heard her screaming and yelling and yapping, and they called the police. She was out there acting crazy and ridiculous, and they just said they left.
They called the police, but she still didn't do a report. Is that because she knew there was nothing there, and with cameras all around it would be seen if an investigation happened?
When the police got there, but they never saw anybody hit her with the brick. So long story short, this woman does a lot for views, likes, and GoFundMes. Go look at her GoFundMe history. Go look at her viral history. She does whatever she can to get viral. And the internet is believing that she did sustain real injuries somehow, but she used that to make money and to gain fame through viral videos. And she knew it would work if she blamed black men. And look what happened.
But yet, all anyone says is Karens want to blame black men. I'm someone who wants to get black men in trouble. What the fuck is going on? Seriously, what the hell is happening?
Black women lost their mind. They just start bashing black men all across the world because we're trying to hold her accountable like we did Carly Russell. The facts is, this was a hoax for viral views and the $32,000 that she's already raised on her GoFundMe, which she's done before.
Shout out to this brother on TikTok. I'll leave the link below for you to see the rest. The woman totally lied. You even had a nurse who claimed that she put that solution in her face to get it to swell up and went to their clinic to get it drained out.
You know who contacted me? The nurse. The nurse from the alleged hospital was not a hospital. It was a clinic. And this is what she had to say. Yes, she came in to get the saline extracted from the side of her face, which means she never got hit with a brick. She injected saline into her face to create the lump. That's why she wore the ski mask, so y'all wouldn't see the lump that she created. And don't forget, she's in the medical field, so she has access to saline. Anyway, let's finish reading. She claimed it was a botched beauty treatment. That's definitely our med check, not the hospital. She must have filmed that little clip while waiting on the nurse after asking her to put on the gown. And y'all fell for this. Y'all fell for this. This is the nurse from the clinic. But I couldn't, she gave me other receipts, but I can't show you those receipts. She wanted to prove to me that this was fake. And she begged me not to show you all those receipts because it could get her fired. So we are not going to give you those receipts, but I'm here to tell you, that woman's lying for money. Go to her Instagram. You see the other video when she did the same in 2020.
And no, I don't feel sorry for none of y'all who believed her. Instead of throwing money at this apparent liar, you should have used that money for therapy because obviously you have some deep-rooted issues that you haven't worked out yet. This is why when you see any so-called black female victim, you immediately want to gravitate towards her for some, quote, justice. No matter if she's not making any sense and can't provide you with any proof to substantiate her claims, you just believe her because believing her satisfies the little victim within you. Maybe you've gone through something at some point and could have been a real victim and nobody around you did anything about it, whether it was your mama who allowed it or other family who allowed it. Y'all got people who made you a victim and nobody did anything about it. And then even now with yourself, you did nothing to heal yourself besides jump on social media. So instead of holding the people accountable for personally doing something to you, y'all wait for the latest news story, the latest Robert Kills, the latest DV accusation, the latest black man y'all can find or situation, like somehow that's going to fix your situation. Go get therapy, go to the law, whatever you need to do. But your brokenness is allowing you to continue into this victim role and get you scammed by brick ladies. Y'all have literally been sitting up here arguing back and forth about protecting black women all over a lie from some Somali woman who played y'all like Lizzo's flute. Led y'all down this path of sabotage where you continue to be vulnerable to people like her over and over. It's disgusting. And that's all I got to say about this mess. I'm just so sick of this whole lie, the whole situation. But I do believe the brick lady should be investigated and held accountable. But of course, it's going to take the same people she scammed to hold her accountable. And they already invested their money and emotions into this lie. So you already know how that goes. Dr. Umar, is this the example of black women that you tell black men to protect and provide for? Is this it? Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Special thank you to Edmund. I appreciate you, Edmund, for all of your support, as well as Amy, Tanette, and the brothers Dark Power, L Hunter, and Will. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balance analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.
Pink Book Lessons is great. And I just can't believe this. I mean, I can believe it, but maybe this is the only way the woman can make money.